Okay, everybody, we are going to talk about our place value system today because it's one of those things that we just are constantly using, but I'm not sure we realize how powerful and amazing it really is. So let's take a little bit of time to review our place value system. So I want to start out by asking you to tell me how much that is. What if I was going to give you that much money? How much would it be? You're never going to know. You can't, it could be $53.62. It could be $6,253. It could be 35. We won't know. But the minute I put this into our place value system, you completely know how much it is. 5,632. That's what I meant. The fact that we know that that is 5,000s, not just plain old 5, just because it's in this location and the number is really pretty incredible. The fact that we don't have to write it in expanded form every time we're trying to describe an amount is also pretty amazing. Helps a lot. So we want to begin to take a look at some of the patterns of our place value system. Just for demonstration's sake, let's go ahead and make kind of a wacky number. What number is that? 11,111, right? So we want to begin at the middle of our place value system. People sometimes think it's the decimal point because that does separate whole numbers from fractional amounts or decimal amounts. But really, this is the star. This is where we find out what units we're working with. Are these dollars, are these hours, are these minutes? This will be 10 times that amount or more of times the same amount that the unit is. And on the fractional or decimal side, we'll be getting smaller parts of whatever this whole was. So let's start here. Let's think about the pattern that we see, how it is 10 times greater than 1. Of course, 10. What's 10 times greater than 10? 100. What's 10 times greater than 100? 1,000. Well, now let's go the other way. What is 10 times smaller? Or I could also say, what's 1/10 of 1,000? It would be 100. What's 1/10 of 100? If I had $100 and I had to divide it among 10 people, we each would get 1/10, right? How much would that be? 100 divided by 10. 1,000 divided by 10 is 100. How about this one? 100, not divided by 10, but divided by 100. $100 divided by 100 people. How much will each of us get? So if we were going to divide by 10, it would move one digit to the right. If we were going to divide it by 100, it would move 10 times smaller, 100 times smaller, twice, $1. We'd each get $1, right? So what is 10 times smaller than 1 whole? If I have $1 and I'm dividing it among 10 people, how much will we each get? It's the same pattern continues. We'll get 1/10 of $1 or a dime, right? If we have a dime and we are dividing it among 10 people, we'll each get 1/10 of the dime. And what would that be? A penny or 1/100th. So when you see multiplying or dividing any number by 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, anything that's a multiple of 10 or dividing by any of those multiples of 10, use your place value chart. It's there for you to use, and it is pretty amazing and can make some difficult situations quite a bit easier. For instance, if you saw 375 times 100, and you didn't know it, you may know that right off the top of your head, but if you didn't, you can think of this whole, all 3 digits shifting 10 times greater, 100 times greater. So it would be 37,500, right? I put those zeros there to hold them, to place them in the right place value place, right? So if we had 375 divided by 100, 375 divided by 100, we can use our place value chart to figure this out as well. 375 divided by 100 would be, well, 10 times less. All the digits would move one place to the right. So 100 times smaller would be 10 times smaller, 100 times smaller. So I'm just going to have to rewrite my numbers like that. So this is 375 divided by 100 would be 3 75/100. So be using this, be really noticing some of the patterns that are in our place value system because it will help a lot.